Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Vets Talk About It, sponsored by A Combat Veterans Hope. Visit acvhope.org for more information. So yeah, first episode went okay. Had a couple of views. A couple of people came over from the social medias. If you didn't know, we are available on Facebook and Instagram at Vets Talk About It. You can find us on there. Links to those will also be posted below in the description box. Yeah, I'm not about to do TikTok, Snapchat, any of those other platforms over here. Seems like there's a new social media app popping up every other day, but I don't have the time for it. I'm not interested. It's You're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, bam, that's good enough for me. Here we are on YouTube. I don't need to do anything else. I do hear from folks a lot who, when they take a break from social media, they jump back on and they're like overwhelmed by ads and everything. And yeah, I mean they're annoying. Ads are annoying because it's like I'm just trying to scroll. I'm trying to see, my friends, associates, whatever. I'm like trying to see what they're up to. Like I don't care that Mama's Little Bakery in Chicago, Illinois is having a special, whatever. It's like they're not going to ship it to me anyways. But ads are, they serve a purpose, of course, because they help a small production like ours, kind of grow and pay for the stuff that we need to be able to bring you entertaining content and information. And as for me, I feel like I'm constantly in front of the screen, whether it's this screen here, my phone screen, or my laptop when I'm at work, when I'm at home. Like I feel like always constantly on a screen there. I need a little boost of energy every now and then, and when I do, I use Dubby. Yes, we're gonna plug an ad right now, and totally not reading a script or anything, but that's why I use Dubby, the new energy drink that contains zero sugars, no artificial colors or dyes, and no calories. And the best part, I don't get jitters or have a crash after I drink them. With over a dozen flavors to choose from, Dubby is sure to help you stay focused so you can conquer your tasks. And no, I mean, honestly, yes, I wrote stuff down, but it's only because, like, I just drank this like a while ago, right before I started, hit the record button and everything. And this one is mango orange cream. And dude, it tastes good. That's the thing about it. Like, I used to drink other energy drinks, just like most of you guys did when you were in the field. Those black cans, those silver cans, whatever. Like, yes, we all drank them when we were younger. I don't know whether it's I've gotten older or whatever, but like I can't drink that stuff anymore. So my go-to drink nowadays is Dubby, and Dubby, I like it. I mean, seriously, like yes, I'm obviously it's a paid ad, whatever, but it's good. So that's why I'm telling you guys, like it tastes good, doesn't give me a crash later. I don't have a headache or anything, and it helps me whenever I'm like whether I'm here at the office or whether I'm at home, whatever. So it's good. Trust me. I mean, you got to try it. So I personally like it. You got to give W a try. Visit w.gg. Yes, that's their whole website, w.gg. They don't have a .com or anything. But the good news is you can use promo code ACVH10 and you can save 10% on your order. Link and promo code will be down in the prescription will be down in the description box below. W, the official energy drink of Vets Talk About It. So now that we're done with that, so what's going on with you guys? Like, we need to know here, the guys behind the curtain over there. We need to hear from some veterans. So leave a comment down below, hit us up on our socials, send us an email, vetstalkaboutit@gmail.com. Share your thoughts. What would you like to see from the show? What kind of segments would you like and everything? And of course, you can, try to be positive, but if you want to leave a negative comment or hateful comment, that's fine too. You know why? Because I really don't care. I've been studying communication for a while now. Something I actually learned in one of my communication classes, yes, I went to college, is that negative engagement is still engagement. It still helps the analytics of your social platforms or your YouTube pages or whatever. So, hey, negative comments won't hurt my feelings, and you're just helping us grow. So, not that all this negative talk. It's like nobody even watches this thing. But yeah, that's just me being pessimistic and everything. I'm sure comments are gonna be great and like help us out and all that stuff. But speaking of negativity, I wanted to write this down so I could bring it up. Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson suffered a season-ending injury over the weekend, rupturing his Achilles on his right leg. Ugh, that hurts. I mean, I've gone to the doctor because I'm like, I feel like it's straining over here because I can't walk from here to the mailbox without like feeling something, right? Pulling the muscle. The big story about this is that there was the amount of fans that were noticeably cheering when he was carted off the field. There is no love lost there in the dog pound in Cleveland. And after the game, several players, including Myles Garrett, condemned the enthusiasm from the fans. Let's take a look.
No, like I said, no one deserves that, and I hate using the word deserves. I'm usually pretty consistent saying earned. He hadn't earned it, and he doesn't deserve it. No, man does pretty much everything right. He's been
So yeah, watching that clip there, I'm immediately thinking. If you follow football, I think you know what I'm talking about. I immediately thought back to that game, Browns versus Steelers, a while back, because I'm pretty sure this is the same guy who ripped off another player's helmet during the game and whacked him with it. Do we have that clip?
Beyond words, Joe. Gosh, that's one of the worst things I've ever seen on a professional sports field.
Boom. So I mean, there it is, right there. I don't think you have a leg to stand on there, Mr. Garrett. Like, you can just take your 5-6 figure paycheck and shut the hell up. So, I mean, just talking real with you, folks. Like, this guy does all that, and then he wants to don't boo my guy when he gets hurt. Shut the hell up. I'll give it, man. Whatever. I hate hypocrites. But and then there you got okay. So we have another clip here because this is what happened earlier in the game before they gave him start when they're introducing the players. Here's what happened when Sean Watson comes out on the field. So, I mean, if they're booing him before they even start the game, I mean, can you blame them for cheering when they were like seeing him taken off the field and probably not gonna play again? Like, whatever. Hey, what do I know? What do I know? I do know this. Do you know where the term "the whole 9 yards" comes from? Yeah, yeah, we're getting lexicon lessons over here. So again, wrote this down because I wanted to be able to bring this up. The phrase "the whole 9 yards," because again, talking football, like you need 10 yards to get the first down. So I thought, was that where the no, that's not where the origin is. Apparently, the term comes from the Pacific Theater during World War II. Back then, the ammunition belts that were loaded onto the fighter planes were 9 yards in length. When the pilots came back from an aerial battle and they didn't like have any ammo left, they'd be talking to the ground guys, be like, "Yep, give them the whole 9 yards," that kind of thing. So that's where the phrase stuck. So it means to like give me the whole 9 yards. I want everything. Give me everything. That's kind of what it means now. So pretty cool. I mean, hey, I like going back and finding out things like that. I mean, just little tidbits of information, like not that I'm not going to any cocktail parties or anything, talking to people about it. But it was something brought up by my old buddy and roommate, Micah. He brought that up one time. He told me that, and I was like, really? Like, it was interesting. So thought I'd just share it here. Now, Micah, Army Ranger, so I better, better check the source on that. But, excuse me. Speaking of soldiers, our guest today served in the U.S. Army during the initial push in Iraq back in 2003. Pretty sure he's the one who punched Saddam right in his face, so this will be good to hear from. He now runs a nonprofit dedicated to serving combat veterans in his local area. I had the good pleasure of speaking to him yesterday, so here's our conversation. And there he is, Steve Martinez, Executive Director for A Combat Veterans Hope. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Once again, this segment is brought to you by Find the Good. Be sure to visit findthegoodbrand.com for all of your awesome apparels that I don't know, whatever. But if you do go use ACVH10 as your coupon code, save yourself 10%. So, Steve, how are you, sir? How are you doing?
I'm doing just peachy. A little upset about my 49ers losing again, but other than that,
yeah,
I'm trying to find a reason to go on.
I was so, I don't, there's a lot of hurt in this world. People are suffering. There's famines. There's, food shortages. But when the Niners lose, that makes my heart sing so much. And I mean that in a good Christian way. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. If you support the Niners, then obviously you are some type of communist or whatever. But, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to see them lose. So,
Well, I'm glad we can help your happiness.
Well, I was like, me, the Cowboys, we were on a bye over the weekend. We still lost. I don't know how that was possible, but I mean, of course, Dak Prescott, he got himself engaged, so hey, he bought himself a ring. So, but no, I was actually thinking about you when I was watching the game. Well, kind of watching the game. I was going back and forth. But I was like, what's his face? Ricky Pearsall made his debut. Dude who got shot in the chest, like what do they say? Like it was like 50 days exactly after being hospitalized. Like, boom, he's out on the field. But Ayuk went down, Debo went down. Like, I mean, hey, like we're halfway through the season. Guys are already dropping. Like, holy crap!
A couple more days, they're going to start calling people from COS and seeing if they can pull up some receivers. So,
do you have everyone? If you have a Niners jersey, please report to practice. Like,
yes.
I mean, you can't do no worse. I mean,
Didn't they make a movie out of that?
Mark Wahlberg. Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day. Fudgeberries. Invincible.
There we go. Yeah.
I think
I was going to say Miracle, but I was like, no, that's the hockey one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Invincible.
No, it's so good because it's like, it gives me hope I can still go play professional football.
Still have a year of eligibility. I'm good. Let's go. For some reason, I found myself on the 37U TikTok, which is just semi-pro, quote-unquote semi-pro, which is just a bunch of old guys trying to relive their glory days. And if you want something to laugh at, you need to get to that 37U semi-pro on TikTok. It is something to see.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'd seen something because I'm not cool. I'm not on TikTok, but I did see like an Instagram reel or something like, these guys look old playing football. Like, what the heck?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what that was. Oh.
That's what the 37U. I've gotten on where there's like a commentary now, and they're making fun of the players. And what I see is like you'll see a bunch of old big guys, fat guys like me playing like quarterback. Yeah, they're playing quarterback or they're playing kicker. And just to see them tumbling along, trying to make football plays, and even doing football tackles, like it's not fast speed. It looks like it's slow mo, but it's in regular speed. So it's definitely one of my top picks now.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, I was like, last time I tried to get on TikTok, I was on, what do they call it, Prison Talk. Like every single video I swiped, it was talking about prison. So I'm like, what the heck? I thought, is this what TikTok is? And then I deleted it. Do I look the part? I mean, I don't know. I have that haircut, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
You do have the haircut, yeah.
Well, the Marines gave this to me because I grew up. I actually had very big curly hair growing up, so very very thankful to the Marine Corps who gave me straight short hair. So yes. And speaking of being grateful, thank you, of course, to Combat Veterans Hope, who is the sponsor of this new series. So thank you so much. And, still waiting for that check from you, by the way. But, but you serve as the executive director for a Combat Veterans Hope. We always give you guys a little a blurb at the beginning of each episode here. But for the viewers who do not know, can you tell us a little bit about what ACVH is and how it was created?
So ACVH is a Combat Veterans Hope. It's just a simple organization with a simple mission. We thrive to empower combat veterans through engagement with each other and the community, while we try to ensure every generation of combat veterans successfully integrate back in with their local community. That's as simple as our mission is. that's how we started. And as they say, as all good ideas start, they start with a bunch of guys sitting around drinking beer. And we were trying to, we all knew each other through softball, where the real men play. And we all got together, and we had some funding to fund a softball team through various other nonprofits, and funding kind of died out, and we were looking for a way to keep that softball team going. And so we were trying to find a way to keep it going, and we were thinking, like, why don't we come up with our own nonprofit, our own thing to do? And it was myself, one of my friends, Norby, Laura, Andrew, and Roy. Yes.
Don't worry, I can edit all that out later, so don't worry.
So it was me, myself, Norby, Andrew, and Roy. We all got together trying to figure out what we can do, and we all just had a beer, and we all got together and started to brainstorm on what we can do. And we thought, well, why can't we just do our own thing here? And there was a gentleman who has since passed away. Mike Garcia was one of the main ones who was very instrumental in getting us going. He was the one main force. He said he'd put up the money, or he'd get him and his friends get the money to put us up to get us going. And ever since then, we've been running. And we've been running ever since 2015. Next year will be our 10-year reunion, or 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to count. Yeah.
10 wonderful years, but I love what I do, and I love the people I work with.
Yeah. So a Combat Veterans Hope started as a way, very humble beginnings. It was began in earnest. You were just trying to pay for a softball team. I'm assuming that you were funded by a bigger organization, but then they, for whatever reason, cut ties.
Yeah. So,
and we did not have to mention names of anything.
Right. Not to mention any names, but we were funded by a bigger organization. They wanted to divert their funds into other projects and other programs, and we felt we could figure out a way to get things doing our own self. And and we were funded. We were helped by Central Valley Vietnam Veterans. They're the organization who gave us our seed money. Really great people. So if you hear about them, give them a little shout out. But they're really great people.
Boom! Already put their logo on the thing as you were talking. So a Combat Veterans Hope, I'm assuming it's a 501c3, federally recognized, all that stuff. What are how does one join ACVH? You got to put in an application. You got to run a streak nude through some type of organized parade, or it's been a while since I was in college, so I don't.
You have to run around. And you just go online, and you go online. You go to the register tab, and you just register with us. We're going to ask your name, obviously, where you live, phone number, email address, if you got family members in the area, and that's just so that way we can serve you a little bit better. You go to AC or combatveteranshope.org/register. You fill all that information out, and then you also need to, when you fill it out, you're going to have to submit your DD-214. We tell everybody that that when you do, please black out your personal information, like your social security number, stuff to that nature. But we do ask for your DD-214 just to prove, or just to verify that you were a combat veteran. Because I'm sure most people know, stolen valor is a real thing, and it's on that website. And so to ensure that we get the right help to the right people, that's why we use the DD-214.
Okay, it makes sense. A Combat Veterans Hope, so one would have to have been in combat to. Okay, great. So which makes sense, because those experiences are going to be different. So the guy who was in the Navy, God bless him, who was stationed in the Great Lakes for 4 years, they're not going to have that same experience in the military that you had when you were rolling down the streets of Thailand. I mean, rolling down the streets of Baghdad or whatever. Thank everybody for their service, of course, but just those experiences, you can't really relate to those who did not serve, and that no disrespect or anything. It's just a different mentality,
No.
a different perspective on things.
Yes,
So,
definitely. So
and I guess that leads me into my next thing. So, technically, we haven't been in a war in quite some time. So, how do you exactly stay relevant now that it's peacetime, depending on who you ask?
that's a question we constantly are asked, and even though we're technically in peacetime, the people are constantly coming home after their service. So the wartime may have been like 10 years ago, but they were wanting to serve their full 20, 25 years for retirement.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're setting to retire, and then they'll come home. So that's why we try to stay ahead and constantly keep in contact with various organizations and schools to let us know when new veterans coming in back to our community and trying to become a civilian again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because a lot of us, the guys who wear the cool hats all the time, it's like we did our tour and we may have gone one, two, three times, and it's like, you know what? I'm done. Like, mom was so mad. Sorry, mom, again. When I did my 4 years and got out, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm getting tired of getting blown up. I'm getting tired of getting shot at.
Yes.
Like, this isn't Detroit, you know. Like, I'm not used to it." So, but yeah, like that makes so much sense. Like, they may have gone in 2012, long after we were in, whatever, and do that one combat tour, but then they stayed in because then they were Greenside the whole time, Garrison after that or whatever. But okay,
Right.
that makes sense. The so obviously for I'm not holding for dramatic effect. I just lost my thoughts. Anyone who interested in joining ACVH or finding a little bit more information about ACVH, they can visit the website, and the website once again is
acvhope.org or
oh,
combatveteranshope.org. Which one should I say?
and I'm assuming you have social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Threads,
Yes.
X.
So we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They all are under the tag of acvhope.org or acvhope. So if you look for us on any of the socials, it'll be /acvhope.
Okay, cool, cool. And I'm assuming your social media guy or girl is pretty on it.
My social media guy or team is always on it. I love what they do. They are always up to date with their posts and find funny ways to make sure all of our followers are engaged. Matter of
Yay.
fact, they did so well. We just got 1,000 followers on
Hey,
Instagram.
on Insta, round of applause. Hey.
Yes. So good job, my
We
social
we
media team.
we're close behind you here at Vets Talk About It. We have 3. So hey, we're right there. We're almost
Right
neck and
there.
neck. So I mean, hey, watch out. We're gonna pass you. But no, this is great. Thanks for coming on here, Steve. One other thing, I like to golf. Do you like to golf? I heard something about ACVH and golf. Like, last time I was at the range.
Yeah, so we have our annual Veterans Day golf tournament, and it's coming up on November 2nd.
Ah,
The shotgun is 8 o'clock. We still have a lot of slots available. All you got to do is go to our website, and on one of the tabs you'll see Veterans Day Golf Tournament. Just follow the link there, and you can register with us. We also have various sponsors. You can also, one thing I am proud of is that you can also sponsor a veteran team. So if
ah,
you can't go, then you could still donate some of your money to help another veteran go play in your stead. So check us out again, combatveteranshope.org, and then it's the Veterans Day Golf Tournament tab, and then all the information is right there.
awesome. And along with the tournament, there's, I'm assuming, some type of giveaways. Y'all doing a raffle again? I heard about
We are.
raffles.
So, yeah, we have a on-site raffle, prizes and whatnot. And then we also have our online silent auction that is going on. And
What?
I know. So I believe the website's on Zephy. I'm sure my social media people will just throw that website up there on my
Boom.
screen. But yeah, please check us out. Again, all the money from this tournament goes to help out Combat Veterans Hope, and it allows us to do all the things like we're doing, including coming up is our Thanksgiving dinner, and then our big Christmas event where we give gifts to roughly around 100 families.
Oh, that's so awesome. And the work that ACVH does, I mean, you and all your staff there, none of you guys are being paid. You guys
No,
are all volunteering.
that's
And
the wonderful thing about it is that we're all volunteers, just a bunch of veterans and veteran supporters who believe in our mission and want to help. And because of that, we are able to bring in all the money we bring in goes back into our programs.
oh, that is so awesome. You guys are doing like a labor of love here. This is like, because I'm assuming you all have like full-time jobs and stuff. So you do all this
Yes.
on the side of that. That's around your job, around your family obligations, all that stuff. So, I mean, that's freaking awesome. I mean, what better way to promote a 501c3? It's like, hey, these guys are doing it because it's the right thing to do and they want to take care of their own. It's like, I mean, that's awesome. So, no, that's why I wanted to make sure we got you on here, the program, like let people know like there's really good organizations out here. So yeah, totally. Um,
Yep,
but
we just try to do our part.
yeah, yeah. Oh, so humble, so gorgeous. Yes. Well, thank you once again. This is Steve Martinez from A Combat Veterans Hope. This segment is being brought to you by Find the Good. Check out this thing; it's awesome. Anyway.
Woohoo!
Use promo code ACVH10 for 10% off your next order. Steve, thank you so much. All the information for a Combat Veterans Hope, as well as the golf tournament and everything, is going to be down below in the description. Thanks, Steve. Please come back on the show. I want to know how the golf tournament went and who won. I'm gonna go check out this online auction myself. Like right now, I'm gonna post that up too. So let's see what you got.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, man.
Okay, bye. So yeah, there's Steve. He was, yeah, so great to talk to him. He was in the army, and that brings us up to, told y'all, I told you I'm gonna have a tally board. So now we have one Marine, because that's me, him in the army, and last week's guest, Dr. Skoda, was Air Force. So, all right, boom. We are at 111 and 000 for the rest of them. We appreciate Steve taking his time out of his busy schedule. And when I say he has a busy schedule, I mean seriously. If anyone needs a W energy drink, it's that guy right there. Steve works full time and he runs a nonprofit, and he's finishing his degree at school, plus his family obligations. And poor thing, anytime I need a light fixture changed or I lock my keys in the truck, whatever, I got to call him. He's got to stop what he's doing. He's got to come over here because he's got to serve my needs. Uh, so if anyone wants to buy Steve a case of W, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I do know I gave him a couple of these mango. What is this one? Mango orange cream. He took a couple last time he was here. He was changing the light socket over, like not last week and the week before that. So I know he'll like it. Pretty much all I got for this week here, folks. So appreciate y'all coming in, tuning in. Be sure to visit us on our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram. Boom, at Vets Talk About It. We'll be posting questions on there during the week, so we need your responses so we can talk about it, stuff on the show. Working on merchandising for you guys. If you have something to say, please give us an email. Boom. Let's talk about it at gmail.com. You can reach us there. I want to thank you to our sponsors, Dubby and Find the Good. Information for their sites can be found in the description box below. Be sure to use ACVH10 as your promo code on either site, and you'll save 10% on your orders there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.